Alright, hello and welcome to another video. This is going to be a little bit different than the past few that I've done. As you can see, I'm here at the EULA page. I'm just starting up this game for the first time on a completely new account. The reason that I'm doing that is that I've had a few people ask me or comment that they don't really understand this game. This is a short little intro video, so we'll watch this real quick.
The Elder Scrolls show us what was, and what yet will be. And they have revealed much to me.
Spare us your stories, old man, unless they can sharpen spears. Our war chief is dying. Our enemies are massing for another attack. We must prepare for battle.
We should go, Kellen. We have the scroll we came for. And this one smells blood in the wind.
Patience, Nog. I have words yet to speak here. Stories can do surprising things, Spear Maiden, whether they are true or not. And this is one you should hear. It comes from the Great War that nearly ended the Empire. It began when the High Elves slaughtered every Imperial blade, calling themselves the New Aldmeri Dominion. They and their allies swept through the land, even capturing the Imperial city itself. The Emperor fled north, leaving Cyrodiil to the invaders. This is the story of a forgotten hero who changed the very course of history.
Bring me a warrior with strength and courage. That Nord looks adequate. Bring the mortal forth, and for his opponent, that one.
So, you might have noticed a little skip here. That's because I just went through and played half of the beginning tutorial without realizing that I was not recording. So let's get back to it, shall we? I'll do a little bit of an explanation about avatars later on, because I managed to skip that part. Anyways, just going to quickly go through this tutorial.
Why do I have a feeling they're going to kill us either way?
Opponent puts down a foraging mud crab. I will play my creature,
In the lane.
put it on the board. Try not to interrupt the tutorial voice again.
Attack one of their creatures with your scuttle. When creatures battle,
I did it again.
each damages the other.
Don't worry, I've got this.
When creatures fight, they deal damage equal to their power.
So the number on the left with the little sword, their power, and the number on the right with the little shield is their toughness.
They won't escape us.
Have they any mead in their blood?
You drew an item. Play Heavy Battle Axe to improve one of your creatures.
So items you equip to a creature. Now, because my two attack powers of these creatures add up to more than 8, I can just go ahead
Reduce your opponent's health to 0 to win.
and kill him right now.
That axe. We work together. We might have a chance.
there you have it. Now there are some rewards as you go through and play these tutorial games. I've already got them though because I accidentally went through without recording, so no big deal.
I'm Tyr, one of the Blades. 2 of us, a dozen of them. It's almost a fair fight.
Opponent here is the Daedric
Most
Cultists.
games have 2 lanes. Creatures can only attack enemy creatures in the same lane.
So I will
Choose
go
a lane
ahead,
for your scuttler.
put the Scuttler in the left lane here.
When you deploy Orc Clansman, he'll strengthen one of your creatures.
Orc Clansman has a summon ability. Summon abilities are bonus effects that you get when you first play a creature. This one gives me extra attack on my Scuttler. I'll go ahead and take out the Acolyte.
Their deaths will please the Queen of Shadows.
So what I will do now is, he's likely going to attack one of these 2 creatures.
My blade is thirsty.
So to get the maximum amount of damage in, I'll go ahead and kill and attack his face and let him make the trade. Put this in the right lane so that he can't kill it.
Bow to the Prince of Plots.
Summon Valenwood Huntsman to take out your opponent's creature.
But first I'm going to do what the tutorial says, and I will play Valenwood Huntsman, which has a summon ability of deal 1 damage. So we did that on their creature, and killed it.
I'll grind their bones.
Actions provide one-shot abilities.
So now I have 4 damage on the board. And I have this action, deal 3 damage. I can deal it to a creature, one of mine, one of theirs, or I can deal it directly to my opponent.
You'll never escape. Reeve will destroy you.
Which I do for the win. Excuse me.
I'm guessing that's Reeve.
These mortals must not be allowed to reveal Lord Narathan's plans. Destroy them.
Now I play against Reeve.
You will use Magicka to play your cards.
So you start off at 1 Magicka, and goes up 1 each turn all the way up to 12 Magicka. So I play Fiery Imp right here. He plays a Scamp.
Your Magicka increases by 1 each turn.
So since there's no way for me to make a favorable trade with this Scamp, I'm just going to go all in. Scamp has a special ability. Fire Imp. Deal 2 damage to your opponent when it attacks. Special abilities are denoted by the little star icon at the bottom.
Their deaths will bring glory to the Empire.
So now I can just hit my opponent's face Or I can use Sunhold Medic's summon ability,
Tell me your injuries.
which gives a creature 2 toughness to make a favorable trade here. And now I can do similar again
Tell me where it
by attacking with the 1 power creature and then using Valen the Huntsman's summon ability to finish it off.
I will bathe in your blood.
So now I can ignore this with both of these creatures
For the grave.
and then use Crushing Blow to attack this. Having creatures on board is usually more important than maybe getting in 3 extra damage with an action. So now I can again attack my opponent, and I can put down Whiterun Trooper and Morthal Watchman, or Imperial Legionnaire and Morthal Watchman, because I have 6 Magicka. I'll do the Trooper and the Watchman. And this way, if any one of these 4 creatures survives, I can still have lethal. I can kill my opponent. There we go.
You are stronger than I thought, mortal. But you will not be able to prevent the culling. Blood will flow, and my master will let loose darkness upon the world.
That guy just yoinked himself away.
The Dramora's words unnerved the hero. They journeyed north to meet Laneth, a sorceress friend of Tyr's, well-versed in Daedric matters. But the road ahead was far from clear.
Look what we have here. Standard fee. Hand over your coin or you die.
This is our road. Nobody passes without paying a tribute.
We haven't got any money. As for taking our lives,
Well, that's not gonna happen. So now we're gonna fight these smiling folk.
For every 5 health you will lose a rune and draw a card.
Everyone pays a toll.
Alright, so I can put down a Sculler to oppose that, or I can put down Sunhold Medic,
Tell me your injuries.
use the summon ability on itself, so that this makes a favorable trade.
Your coin or your life.
The power of the Hist fills me.
we're outnumbered. Let's take some of them out before they overwhelm us.
Excuse me, I managed to
Tell me where it hurts.
turn off the mic just in time for that.
Halt in the name of the Jarl.
So,
Each time you lose a rune, you draw a card.
This one grows impatient.
Charged creatures can attack immediately.
charge is a keyword.
It shall be so.
So I'm going to attack here, in my opponent's face,
Tell me where it hurts.
and then I put down this charged creature to take this guy out.
Everyone pays a toll.
Now I take this out, I hit him here, but But I'm not really too interested in breaking his rune right now and giving him another card. So I'm going to put down this Whiterun Trooper here. So now I have this action, Fireball. That deals 1 damage to all enemies. Now that includes all enemy creatures as well as the opponent directly. So since I know that this will break a rune, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put as much damage through that rune as possible before I play it.
Not in my city.
This guy broke 2 runes.
Gore and glory.
Now I play Fireball. And now he's at 6.
Take the coin and run.
Now the best way to end this is to
Not in
just
my
attack for
city.
6 directly. And there you have it. So now we're all caught up.
Dominion guards.
Halt! We're looking for a rogue blade who matches your description.
There must be some misunderstanding.
What kind of misunderstanding?
The kind where you thought we'd come quietly.
Oh, that lovable tier. So now, if we click here, we can see the special conditions for this battle. Your opponent begins this battle with an ultimate protector in each lane. The Dominion troops have 2 guards already in position. So, these are guards. Guards have to be attacked before anything else in that lane or your opponent's face.
The ancestors, I will never surrender.
Guards must be destroyed before you can attack other enemies in their lane.
Now, if I equip Steel Scimitar, that will destroy the guard. As well, it prevents this creature from being able to kill my Morthal Watchman.
Child's play.
Unless he goes and does something like that. Now, I'm not too afraid of this guy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just attack, and he can make that trade if he wants to. Meanwhile, I'm going to put Imperial Legionnaire down over here.
You have no idea the power I wield.
Child's play.
Now here I'm starting to get a little more worried. So, what I'll do is I will hit this guy here. And I will hit this creature here.
You have no idea the power I wield.
On your guard.
Got another guard here. But our opponent is now basically out of resources. So let's see what we can do. I think that I would like to beef this guy up
For the grave.
Allows him to take that out right away. I'll hit this. Put down a guard of my own so that he has to attack into that. And then, to make the most out of my current magicka, I think I'll go ahead
Tell me your injuries.
and give him even more toughness.
Their time is at an end.
Lies of Loki.
Now I don't feel quite ready yet to start attacking my opponent's face. So I'm going to again put down some more creatures.
Their deaths will bring glory to the Empire.
And next turn I will start attacking.
No idea the power I wield.
Their time grows short.
So here, so that I can get past these guards, I'm gonna go ahead and play the fireball. Just this one guard. The other one wasn't a guard. And then I'll start attacking my opponent's face. I'm going to do a lot of damage here.
I hear and obey.
Now, hey.
Tell me where it hurts.
Now, I can only do 2 more damage with this charged creature. So, I'm going to just put down another creature and pass the turn.
Their time is at an end.
I'm gonna play some firebolts,
I will never surrender.
kill some of our guys, but we should still be just fine.
Tell me where it hurts.
Hit you,
For the grave.
hit you there,
My blade
and hit you there. There you go. Another win under the belt. And a level up. You got a level up reward. As you level up, some of your cards that are starter cards that have this green arrow up here will level up themselves. So now you sometimes get to choose which card to level up to. Hive Worker has Breakthrough. That means that any damage it does to an enemy creature in excess of that creature's toughness is dealt to the opponent directly. Hive Defender here has Guard. Opponent has to attack it before other creatures or your own face. Of these 2 cards, Hive Defender sees vastly more play, so we're going to go ahead and choose Hive Defender. Side note, when I was first playing this game, I chose the other one. And I had to go and actually craft Hive Defenders. Willpower. Willpower is the class of these cards. These cards, you can see in the top left, they have the Willpower icon, and they are yellow. So, that's how you can tell what class a card is.
They chose to avoid the roads, but of course, the wilderness has its own dangers.
Alright, back after a brief break. So let's look at the special conditions of this tutorial game. Both lanes in this battle are shadow lanes. We'll see what that means in just a second. The cover of night conceals the wolves. You can't attack them until they show themselves.
Keep your guard, or these wolves will tear us apart from the shadows.
You can see here, our icon has changed. These are shadow lanes. Creatures entering this lane gain cover and can't be attacked for 1 turn. Go ahead and play my fiery imp down.
Creatures played to a shadow lane gain cover for a turn. Creatures with cover can't be attacked.
Here you go. Alright, go ahead. Opponent's face.
Their
Put
death
down
will bring
my
glory to the
Skin
Empire.
Grad Patroller. And I got 2 little baby wolves here.
Now,
Going to just attack the opponent's face again. And I'm going to actually put this guy... No, I'll still put him over here. So this card summons a young wolf in the other lane.
Support cards once played are permanent and provide ongoing benefits.
Now the tutorial says permanent, but there are a few cards that can destroy your supports. I'm going to play this. It gives my friendly creatures +1 toughness, so now I don't really have to worry about that card
It shall be so.
killing my little Morthal Watchman. Except for now, because this card has an aura ability. Other friendly wolves have +2/+0. Now I could play the Tusk Bristleback, but I want to get rid of this card. I don't like him being around. So I'm going to go ahead and do just that. Because these are all going to be wolves, and I don't want that mess in my life. Now I have a few options here. I have to consider that he might put down another alpha wolf and give other friendly wolves +2/+0, in which case this would be 4 +3 is 7, +3 is 10, 10 damage. I don't have a way to block all 10 of that damage. But I can make the best use of my magicka and just put down Senshi Tiger. Looks like the opponent doesn't have another alpha wolf. So we're safe in that. Just a lot more wolves. Alright, I will go ahead and face again. And this turn I'm going to put down Grim Profiteer. When you summon another creature, you gain 1 health. That's his special ability. And then I'll go ahead and put down Tusk Bristleback here. I put all this here, and I'm not messing with this because it's not necessarily advantageous to block all of my opponent's damage when I could focus just on winning myself. So let's do that. Let's win.
For the grave.
Here you go. Wolves have been taken care of.
Once they dispatched the beasts, they heard a whimpering sound. Under a nearby bush lay a cowering wolf pup.
Did they take it in?
So, you have a choice here. The story sometimes has choices that you can make, which will give you different cards. All the cards that you have a choice between you can get later on, and they vary in rarity. So some of them are bigger choices than others. This one isn't that big a choice. Here we have Adopt. You get this card, Snow Wolf, +2/+0, while you have the most creatures in this lane. And here, Cast Out, which is an action, unsummon a creature. And it has Prophecy. Prophecy cards are cards that you can play immediately when your opponent breaks a rune and you draw it. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Snow Wolf because it's a cute little puppy. But it should be noted that of these two, Cast Out is the one that sees much more play. It doesn't see a lot of play, but it is usually more viable than Snow Wolf here.
Yes. They believed it would grow into a strong companion.
Got some rewards. You got Grotwood Ambusher, which is Prophecy. Again, you can play it for free when drawn from a rune break. And this has Summon, deal 1 damage to all enemy creatures in this lane. Piercing Javelin is what you would call a staple card. It's seen in most decks that run yellow cards. Very good card to have.
We've made it. That's Laneth's house, and it's crawling with cultists. Laneth must be in trouble. Come on!
Spooky. So this is going to have another special condition. Your opponent begins with this battle with a Boethia cultist in each lane. Let's go ahead and play it. Boethia's cultists dart toward you. Very scared.
You're too late. By now the sorceress is leagues from here.
By the Queen of Shadows. By the Queen of Shadows.
They will bow to the Prince of Plots.
There's a whole lot going on right now. Because the opponent has started off with such a massive advantage over me, it might be beneficial to try to mitigate as much damage as I can.
On your guard.
Doesn't necessarily work out because the opponent puts up a guard right away.
Queen of Shadows.
Foolish mortal.
So all I can do is just put down
Glory to the Empire.
more creatures.
Queen of Shadows. By the Queen of Shadows.
Opponent is just laying into me.
If you draw a prophecy card when you lose a rune, you may play it for free. Drag the Grotwood Ambusher to a lane.
So here, from our rune break, we drew Grotwood Ambusher, and this will really help us out.
There is plenty
Put it down.
They will bow
Kills 2 of his
to the Prince
creatures.
of Plots.
Their blood will please Boethia.
Now my plan is I'm going to hit here. I'm going to use Valenwood Huntsman to kill this.
Now,
Get rid of that. And then hit face for 4. Now our opponent only has 2 cards. 1 card. Versus our 4 cards.
Queen of Shadows.
And has many less creatures on the board. So I'll hit this again. And now I have a choice if I want to start attacking or if I think that I need to take some more time to stabilize. I think that I've stabilized enough, so I'm going to go ahead and attack.
For the grain.
Now my opponent has drawn a prophecy, which he uses to kill my creature. That was lightning bolt. So best use of my magicka is probably something that costs 4, so I'll go ahead and put down the Hive Defender.
By the Queen of Shadows.
Now it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for my opponent to put down this guard here because I'm in the more advantageous position, so it would seem to me that he would want to put a guard down over here. Now, again, to make the best use of my magicka, I'm going to play Battle Rage Orc, his face again, and then Snow Wolf. Opponent plays a Firebolt, kills a creature. Mass Servant hits a creature.
The Queen of Shadows.
And attacks face for some more.
Their blood will please Boethia.
Now this is getting a little tense here, so I need to consider if I can kill him this turn, or if I need to mitigate some damage. If I can do 5, 8 damage, I could do another 2 from hand. That is only 10 damage though, so I need to pull back a little bit and figure out how to block the most damage over here. It seems to me, so I could block 7 damage this way, you would have to hit with these two. Or I could block 6 damage if I play it like this. Neither of those seem really great. Puts me in sort of an awkward situation. So I'm going to, because if I play this, I can't win just from these creatures again, and this one will die. So I'll have to consider. I will break 1 rune, give him 1 more card. Now I have enough to kill him next turn, and hopefully survive this turn.
By the Queen of Shadows. By the Queen of Shadows.
Looks like I'm going to get that chance, and to seal it, I drew a prophecy
The valor of Nerevar is with me.
so I can kill his biggest threats. Now I'll just go ahead and bring it on home.
Stop! We can tell you where they've taken your friend.
There you have it. Nice. Alright, got some level up rewards. Got a whole bunch of gold here. And upgrading a card. You can upgrade the Snapping Drug to either Drug Shell Armor, which gives +3 attack and +3 toughness, or Vicious Drug. Of these two, I think Vicious Drug sees a little bit more play because it has some utility in more support-heavy metas. I'm going to go ahead and pick that.
Let's use the gold you just won to purchase a card pack.
Look at that. It has brought us out to the store. Earned 100 gold. Got us a pack.
Now let's go open your pack to add the cards to your collection.
Now normally you only get one pack for 100 gold. But since I already registered my account, I got 3 free card packs. That's nice, isn't it? Let's go ahead and open some packs. Now here's just a little fun thing. As you hover over these cards, you can see a colored aura. These correspond to the card rarity. So, this one's blue. That's rare. The normal white is common. Another blue. And the purple is epic. Now we'll move on to the next one. Another epic. Looks like some more commons and a rare. Let's open these up. These are all cards that can see some play. Young Mammoth works in mid-range Sorcerer. Treeminder is a staple of ramp decks. Master of Arms is used in some pretty fun combo items decks, like my pants deck. Open up another one. More commons, a rare. The most typical pack that you'll open is going to have 5 commons and a rare. It is what it is. Farsight Nereid is one of the cards that sees almost no play. So, take that for what you will. Wardcrafter. Good draw. A Murkwater Goblin might seem like it is a pretty worthless card, but it is very good for Goblin decks. And Morkel Gatekeeper works in a variety of red decks.
The cultists kidnapped the sorceress Laneth and had taken her north. They would use her to help them bring about a dread prophecy known as the Culling.
I don't like it any more than you do, but we need a ship to chase the cultists and we don't have any coin. Besides, this ship belongs to smugglers, and I have it on good authority that...
Intruders!
That they're not here tonight.
Whoops. So this deck will give us some rewards. Black Marsh Smuggler's deck, Practice Battle, and Versus Battle. Go ahead and play. Let's add new cards to your deck. Okay, sure thing.
In the deck builder, the deck you're editing is on the right edge of the screen. The cards in your collection are to the left.
That's true.
Select a card or drag it from your collection to add it to your deck.
Okay, I'll go ahead and drag over this Nord Firebrand.
Now remove a different card by selecting it or dragging it out of your deck.
And I'm going to take out our fun-friendly Snowwolf.
Decks may range from 50 to 70 cards. You can keep adding or removing cards until yours is just how you want it. Once you've decided, select Done.
Now, as it turns out, they recently raised the top end from 70 to 100 cards. Alright, so let's just look through and see what we've got. You generally want to keep it at the minimum number of cards that you have to have. A deck has to have at least 50 cards for a normal 2-color scenario. So let's just go through and see what we've got. And maybe some things that we might want to take out. I like Morkel Gatekeeper. It's got Prophecy. East March Crusader is good for refilling your hand. Now I've got 2 more cards than I might otherwise want. I don't think that I need these Scuttlers, so I can go ahead and put those back. In fact, most decks don't even run one-cost creatures because in half the games that you play, you get to start off with 2 magicka. We'll get to that in a little bit, though. Other than that, I'd prefer a creature that has a summon ability over one that doesn't. See how many red creatures I have? I don't think that this support will do me a lot of good without having too many red creatures. I'll take on another Morthal Watchman in favor of the Cathay-Rot Veteran. Senshi Tiger is it's an alright starter card as far as more mid-range cards go. And beyond that, I think this is about all that we can do to this deck for right now. Go ahead and play it now. Alright, so in a normal game, you're going to start off with 3 cards in your hand. You're going to be able to select a card to shuffle back into your deck and then draw another one to replace it. That's called the mulligan. So I'll prefer to start off with 2 or 1 drops if I can. Looks like I still have some 2 drops, but trade it up otherwise. I'm going to go ahead and put down Starved Hunger. It's a bit of an aggressive play. Now, this card has lethal. That means that...
The poison on some of their blades looks deadly. Let's try to avoid them.
Thanks, Tyr. That means that if it does 1 damage or more to any creature of any toughness, it'll kill that creature. So I'm going to leave that over there, abandon that lane,
Will bring glory to the Empire.
and play this over here. So he trades that in and gain +1 max magicka. So now he is he has raised his total magicka, which allows him to play bigger cards earlier. This is still a very small threat over here. I don't feel bad not paying attention to it. So let's keep on going. And to make the most use of my magicka, I can play this charge creature. And another Skingrad Patroller.
Glory to the Empire.
Feed and sleep. Rascal fool. I draw power from these trees. The power of the Hist fills me.
These pauses when cards are played are a little bit longer in the tutorial. I'm noticing. It would seem that it's for to enable newer players to see and read everything, which is nice.
Now, hey.
Our opponent is in no danger of killing us this turn, so I will go ahead and I'm actually going to play this over here.
The day shall be ours.
And I'll play this over here just for fun and good times. When a lane is full, You can still summon a creature to it, but it means that you have to sacrifice one of the creatures that you already have summoned.
Strengthen my courage. Blood on the waters. I will make short work of the sap sniffers.
To put down a guard here, it doesn't really matter because I can attack into it and still get lethal, or I can even just piercing javelin
Now,
and win like that.
You don't look like
Hey! What's going on up there?
Dominion guards.
Uh-oh.
The Argonian and the hero realized they had a common enemy. The smuggler, who was called Swims at Night, agreed to sail north in search of the sorceress.
Now we have finished Act 1. We got a title for it, The Smuggler. We got 10 gold and new deck, Black Marsh Smugglers.
Completing daily quests will earn you gold to grow your collection. Log in every day to receive new daily quests.
Sure thing. So now we have unlocked the main menu. Our daily quest for now is complete Act 2 of the story.
You can now hone your deck in a practice game or face other players in play mode. You may also continue to the next chapter of your hero's story.
Okay, so we got a lot of arrows pointing everywhere. Packs, it's where you open packs. Collection, this is where you build decks and look at your cards, craft cards. Glossary, learn about the game. And over here is usually a button. We will check that all out in due time. So thank you for tuning in for episode 1 of this beginner's walkthrough of Elder Scrolls Legends. Tune in next time. We'll be going through Act 2, of course, but I'll also go through a little bit more of these options on the main menu. And there you go. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.